Welcome back. We are joined again by our friend Richard Southern, standing by in his Skype apartment, Skype pad. Good morning to you, Richard.
Morning, Mel. How are you?
Doing well. Okay, you have a big news story, and for foodies, they might find this one interesting, and it has to do with pasta sauce.
Remember Ragu pasta sauce, Mel?
I do. You know what? I'm thinking back to the last time I purchased it, and it was likely when I was very young and my family stocked the shelves.
Well, no more. Ragu is pulling out of the Canadian marketplace. They announced this on social media. They said they made, quote, the hard decision to exit the Canadian pasta sauce market. Now, Mel, this was formed not far from us, down in Rochester, New York. This company was started back in 1937. And, in the past, the brand has used these slogans, including, quote, that's Italian, and, quote, Ragu brings the Italian out in you. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a very Italian sauce. I'd like you to get later Dina Pugliese's opinion on that.
And Frankie Ferragini, I think he made a pasta sauce. I think that was on his Instagram. He made his own homemade pasta sauce last night, so I'll ask him about Ragu.
As far as I'm concerned, this is sugo, as they say. I don't know why you need to make your own when you got delicious pasta sauce in the grocery store aisle like that.
Right. So was there a reason behind this?
So they didn't give a reason for pulling out of the Canadian market. On its U.S. website, though, the company behind this, called Ms. Can America, said you may find shortages of Ragu in the States. So the signal was potentially was COVID-related, in that there may have been a supply shortage, but we're not quite sure. And we're not sure if this is going to be permanent or not. But no more Ragu for a while, Mel.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on that.
Get Dina's opinion on that for me, would you? I think she'll agree with me that it is very Italian.
Okay, Dee and Frankie, both of them, I'm sure will have a lot to say about this. Okay, BlackBerry, don't count them out just yet. We were talking off camera over here about BlackBerries. Andy, who's our floor director here, his wife swears by a BlackBerry, still has it. Some people just love the keyboard, right?
I remember, back, and you were probably the same, back in '08, I had the belt clip, the BlackBerry belt clip.
Yes.
And I'm walking around with this thinking I was like the boss, with the BlackBerry hanging off my belt.
Yep.
Not so cool anymore, but a lot of people do love it. Like you say, the keyboard is key. So what we're looking at here is BlackBerry rising from the dead. This is going to be a 5G BlackBerry that's coming out next year with that full keyboard. Now, of course, 5G is this new cellular connectivity that's being rolled out, which is super, super fast. BlackBerry doesn't make its own phones. It licensed them, and they've teamed up with 2 other companies to come out with this phone. No specific specs out on it yet, Mel.
Okay, interesting. We'll keep our eye on that one. Finally, there's something new with Tesla, I swear, every single day. So I purposely looked at your email this morning and stopped it right there. You gave a great tease, so I didn't read any further other than Tesla. So surprise us this morning. What's going on today?
So Elon Musk came out at 4 o'clock this morning. He was tweeting at 4 o'clock, and he said, listen, here's the new feature you're going to have for Tesla. I think we might have his tweet. He says, new Tesla feature will enable your Tesla car to play jazz or Polynesian elevator music through its outside speakers wherever you go. So, Mel, you could drive down the street blasting elevator music to everyone listening. Yeah,
that's like an egging waiting to happen, I think. I don't think neighbors would appreciate that, or any residents here in Toronto.
Apart from the music, though, he also announced that Tesla will have new games on its interior screen, including the old Snake game, speaking of old phones. So, yeah, it's all these wacky features that they're rolling out for these popular electric cars, Mel.
Who needs any of this, honestly? I barely know how to use my panel in my regular vehicle. That I don't need all these bells and whistles.
Well, shameless plug. I wouldn't mind, driving down the street blasting 680 News to everyone listening, shameless of me as it is.
You know what? Driving down the DVP, people would appreciate it perhaps to know what's up ahead.
Traffic report. There you go.
Very smart. You can also listen to our Stephanie Henry here this morning too, but we'll get to her in a bit. Richard, thank you.
See ya.